video today, I'm going to talk to you about the 4 things you can be doing right now to make yourself feel more confident selling. Okay, and a key message for 3 of these things is actually to prepare yourself. Okay, when you don't know, when it's the unknown, you feel fearful, you worry about what could happen. So turn that unknown into facts and information that you know that you can use to your advantage. So the first one is to suss out your competition. So figure out who they are, where they hang out, where they meet your customers' needs differently to how you do. So what are your USPs versus what are their USPs? The second thing to do is to face those fears on those really difficult questions. So you've always got those questions that you really hope your customer's not going to ask you, and then the odds law, they do. So the best thing to do is to look at those questions. Which questions are appearing again and again and again? Which ones are you struggling to talk through? And answer them, practice them, listen, talk out loud, and listen to yourself. How do you sound? What information are you wanting to get across? So that when those questions do come up in a conversation, you're straight on it and you're able to answer those. The third thing that you can do is you can practice. Okay, practice the whole conversation. So, you've got customers, you know your customer really, really well. And because you know your customer well, you can already be thinking what that customer is likely to be wanting, what their concerns are, what their situation is. And so you can prepare ahead of time and you can talk through the sort of questions that you might want to ask, the sort of responses that you might get. And so therefore your responses to that. And you can really practice before you're in front of that customer with what they're likely to be feeling and wanting from you, so that when you're there you can have the most value to them, you can have the most impact. And the fourth thing is to remind yourself about why you are so good at what you do and why your customers need you. If that's this stage you're thinking, actually I don't know why my customers need me, then do your research, find out from your customers what value you're providing. You need to be figuring out what is my value, what can I provide to this person that they can't get elsewhere. And so doing those 4 things will help you to feel a lot more confident in the call, because you'll be more prepared and you'll be much more able to go through eloquently and succinctly exactly what your customer needs to know. Thanks for listening.